All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reactions by Take 3. I guess you guys have noticed already that I am not Chris Clark or Matthew Kearns or anybody else that usually hosts this things. My name is Sandy the Sandman Robinson, and it is my pleasure to be here. And I have a great panel with me today to go through the first portion of the live event that happened this particular weekend. We are doing the tag team match, the first match in the Anarchy fandom tournament today. So we are going to get there as soon as I introduce my panel. First, right directly here to my left, you guys know him, you guys love him. It's Malcolm Goldilay. Malcolm, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Just really can't wait to watch this team match. Like I know a lot of people who's at this live event, and I'm just sitting here in New Zealand being jealous that I wish I could have been there, but my travel to map button has malfunctioned, so I can't.
I know the feeling here up in Canada. I feel the same way, and even though I'm geographically closer to LA than a lot of people are, I'm still here up in Canada. So it's tough. But somebody else that's directly in the United States and joining us, he's been on Reactions before. You guys know him. It's Hunter Ray Chombliss. How you doing today, Hunter?
Hey man, thank you for having me on tonight. I am in the US, but I'm like a 3-day drive from Burbank, so yeah, no bueno. So let's have some fun.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. So this is the tag team match. I believe the tag team match is John Roca and Dan Murrow versus Stacey Howard and
Winston Marshall.
Winston Marshall. Yeah. So their team, they've all been jumbled up together. So we are going to start. Have your little fingers on the play button, and we will start when I say 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Young Schmoes.
Alicia, yay! I've been seeing a lot of Alicia. My wife and I have been watching a lot of old movies on TMC, so we get to see her a lot.
Yeah, Alicia quite often comes on New Zealand TV with movie reviews in New Zealand as well, so
nice.
I might have to join the Patreon for that match.
Yeah. What's the tier that gets it? Because
it's the $10 tier.
Damn it.
but then everyone else gets it 2 weeks later anyway on the Patreon.
That's true. There it is. El Portal.
El Portal, Peter.
Let's see if we can find anybody we know.
Let's search for Jeremy.
Yeah, he got interviewed. He told me he got interviewed. So did Paulo Yama. Paulo Yama got.
Oh, that's awesome.
Come on. Oh, wild berries. Wild berries.
Wild berries.
Trying to catch the crowd.
I want to just hang out and share a beer with Makuga.
No doubt, eh? I actually want to go. I am I'm right behind you. Tag team champion.
Woo!
Oh, there's the Bibs. Hey, Leonard Maltin, nice. Bibs. Shout out to Viviani. Oh, and there he is.
There's my boy.
Guy, the man, the myth, the legend.
Killer. The goat killer himself.
Well, I think he's moved on from goat killer to legend killer now.
Randy Orton struck the 2005.
That's right. Darkness. Good job, crowd. Getting into it already.
Yeah, I love it. I love their energy.
Uh-oh. Hey, Tiffany.
Schmoeville, it is just about time for the ultimate Schmoedown final. Josh Wagner Makuga versus Mark Yodi Riley.
Here's the final question in the ultimate Schmoedown. What famous brother-sister duo appear in the cast of 16 Candles?
John and Joan Cusack.
That's correct. Mark Riley has won the ultimate.
Superman is flying in.
6, John and Joan Cusack.
Hey! Wow. And the winner, Dangerous Dan.
First of the Collider era.
We're joined now by the Schmoedown champion, Mark Riley. Where do you see Dan Murrell's future going in this show?
Oh, he's going to go very, very far. You can see that he's prepped, that he's done this before. The lights do not get to him. I can see Murrell actually going to the finals, maybe taking me on.
And your winner!
I forgot how close that match actually was.
Yeah.
The classy one.
Nope.
Well, there she is, ladies and gentlemen, here on her quest for the championship. The winner
Nice.
and new team champions, Team Schmo.
Boom.
Android.
Woo.
Bibs.
Boobs.
Oh. Another heel. There he is.
Justice.
Drew. John.
He'll be best.
Definitely.
Right here.
I love that Jeremy Johns punches the camera and the camera breaks. Ooh, the tackle hurt around the world.
Two-time champ right there.
So much nostalgia going on.
You have been dishonest. As of today, the Knights of Ken have begun.
JT, maybe we'll down the line, but right now, I gotta go.
Those two guys are gonna walk
Figures.
away. Well, then they're losers
Yeah.
too. I'm with you, buddy.
If I've done everything I wanted to do in the Schmoedown, there's only one logical
Still the
step
most
left.
shocking decision I've ever seen in the show.
Yeah. Corruption.
In the team tournament, the theme is anarchy. We're gonna take competitors' names from a hat and pair them up.
What do you have, KO? What do you have?
Yeah, and then you got beat. Irwin.
You need the machine. There's my boys, team action.
Johnny Ola. Yeah.
Shire Wolves. Which still, that was a great entrance before Round the Rock.
New champion.
Darling Goat Killer. Wow.
At
What
least
a
they got
package.
in there of Makuga doing his dance.
Yes. What a package. Anarchy begins.
Nice.
The founding
Man.
fathers from the way I know this.
On paper, this is so brutal, but
I love the name of that though. Wait, I know
The
this.
person that put this all together, this wonderful night, all by himself with no help from any outside sources, Commissioner Thad Williams.
Everybody loves Thad.
Well, there were some mixed reactions. I heard some loud boos also.
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Thank you all for coming to this wonderful evening. We are here for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown live event, the third one and the kickoff of the Anarchy tournament. I'm so glad you guys are excited about the Anarchy event. I was really happy when I came up with it. It's a wonderful idea. I've been thinking about it long and hard. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to see what all the new team matchups are going to be like. I think there's a lot of good ones. I think there's one with a Mike something or other.
And his partner who
a lot of fun. It's going to be a great evening. Also,
gonna slither into the competition.
Title match, which I'm really looking forward to. The Intergeekdom tournament also something that I really came up with all by myself, and I think that the Intergeekdom tournament really shaped up to be a wonderful event with Jason Inman defending his title against Mark Anovic, rising star and the breakout star from that tournament. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the two people that just show up when I tell them to. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian
The people who show up when I ask them to. There's nothing like a jacked, excited crowd.
Canada, yeah!
That's the thing. I don't know if you guys do this. Mark flew all the way. He was in Toronto. And, let me ask you, see any good movies out there?
I've seen everything.
Really? Like
2009.
Everything.
Star Wars
9.
Oh.
Even more controversial than The Last Jedi, Christian. I don't know how people are going to feel about this one.
All right. Well, you seen a whole bunch of different movies.
Saw Star Wars 1.
Star Wars 1.
Yeah. That Lady Gaga can sing.
Is that why we're here tonight, Mark?
Yeah. No, that's not why we're here tonight. We're here to talk about First Man.
Okay.
First Man, I'm happy to report to the crowd there's been a lot of controversy. Neil Armstrong does send a flag on the moon, and that flag says Nike. It's a really
That was great.
don't worry about it.
Let's see. Halloween. How was Halloween?
Oh, Halloween. Funny story about Halloween is that Halloween is only playing at the Toronto International Film Festival tonight. And I looked at the schedule and I said September 8th. That sounds like something I already have something on the docket for that. So I looked at Halloween and I went to Danny McBride and I said,
little
Danny,
flick.
I wish you the best of luck with your little flick you got there, but there is literally no movie and no force on this earth that is going to keep Mark Ellis from coming to the live movie trivia.
That's it. True story. Look, and I'm glad you're here because one of them is our third one that we've done this year, and we are going to really cap it off because, like Dad said, it came up with a really great idea. But what I will say is that Anarchy begins tonight. We're going to have the team of Stacey Howard and Winston Marshall going up against two legends of the game, Mr. John Roca. And he's back. Woo! He's back and he is here tonight. Dan Merle is here. That's right. I love him. But I'll tell you what, I was outside and I was asking people who you think is going to win, and I'm talking about the Intergeekdom Championship. And man, is it split. It's split down the middle. Let me ask you. I'll ask you, give you a chance right now that we're going to hit that desk and get this thing started. Round of applause. Does Jason Inman keep the championship tonight?
I like you, Jason, but
I don't know. I don't know if Mark
I gotta go with Mara, man.
I don't know if she can be beat. I just don't know.
I gotta go with Mara.
I don't know. All right, well, let's see. I love talking to you, but I want to play some Schmoedown. Let's get it done.
question. You know, it's not going to be scored as a knockout, but Dan Murrell, start to finish, really proved his worth. Look at the glove.
Milking and milking, taking us all.
Such a hard fought by Mark on that match. Almost had him.
So I've come for you, man.
I miss old heel Rocha. His promos were so funny.
You and then I beat them. That's how this works around here.
One of the best reactions ever.
Very lovely.
I know.
And your winner.
Yeah.
Remember Matt Kearns talking last week about Guy versus Riley? This was my horrible match. My two favorite competitors against each other. But loved it.
Genuine reaction right there.
Dan Murrell, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
John Rocha, are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
The champion Mark Riley, are you ready?
Ready.
And your winner,
And then had to face Sam Levine in the same night.
Christian was very clear about the fact that this was a retirement match for him. What nobody knew except for me was that this was a double retirement match because I made up my mind a long time ago that the next time I lost this belt, it'd be time.
I love his line. That sucks. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have won.
I would have won. Sandy, do it with me.
That's right. Here it comes.
Ooh. And the explosion.
I still get jacked up. I love it. I could watch this over and over again on loop and just be.
That was a great moment.
Wow! And look at these two. Look at these two. Look at these two. Wow!
The hands.
Wow!
So impressive.
5 horsemen are here.
Thank you guys very much, and we will see.
Christian, one more thing. Sorry, Christian Mark. Hi, guys. The theme is anarchy. The theme is anarchy. This is not your father's tournament. We're going to take competitors' names from a hat, draw them at random, and pair
Except for
them
the Wild Berries.
No teams in their current state will be paired up. This is completely random. I have no more comments on this. That's what's happening.
And the best part about the Kalinowski at the end there, just him laughing.
This is and it's just chaos ensuing against Mike Kalinowski.
Winston Marshall from World's Finest.
Okay, yes.
With sassy Stacey Howard.
Stacey is really good.
Yes, she is.
I sleep on her. She's strong. That's gonna be a good match. She's very strong. She beat Mark Ellis. Ooh. Dan Murrell.
Holy shit, that is what you wanted to say. There it is. Wow. Still good.
John Rocha.
Still good.
Rocha and Murrell. They're back.
September the 8th, live. How do you feel
Hey,
about this
the
live
rundown.
match you got coming up? Your team with
Schmoedown rundown.
Yeah. It's got an interesting matchup.
Former enemies make the best
Watch
friends.
those guys.
And,
They're
that's why
awesome.
I was so excited when I found
Yes,
out
without
that I was
doubt.
getting teamed up with Rocha. I feel like he and I are very good. We were great rivals, and I think we're going to be better teammates. And part of it is that we complement each other very well. I think we both fill in
And that's what
some
makes the best
weaknesses
teams.
that the other one has. So if we're lucky enough to get past our first match and move on, I think we're going to make a really good combination, and I'm super excited to start.
Poison
It
Ivy.
feels like I'm finally able to really prove myself as a singles competitor and pull my weight. I feel like now I'm like a real member of the team. You know, I've really proven myself. Other people have beaten huge competitors in the Schmoedown, have great entrances, and have really pulled out all the stops, and now I feel like I'm one of them, like I belong.
You're gonna be the champ. You ever used to watch WWE? Like, look, the Hardy Brothers took it to everybody. We the Hardy
Yeah,
Brothers.
I'm sorry. I'm
not
sorry
saying
for
they don't
Stacey,
scare me,
but
but I'm going after them because they scare me. Look, I've retired that.
if she'd have got Zipper, we'd have been talking about a cataclysmic tag team right there. But
Oh yeah.
they will not be. Come on.
Which if Stacy and Winston win, that could be considered one of the greatest upsets.
Wow, yeah. It will be.
All right, welcome back to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff.
I am Mark Ellis, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the very beginning of Anarchy, Christian. I'm sure everybody in the crowd, everybody watching at home, was so surprised when they found out who the teams were going to be, as shocked as you are
the LaCroix.
drinking water that is not fizzy.
What?
What? Anyway, Anarchy.
Nice little callback to Collider Live.
A great start to the tournament, and I think because the matchups that were paired up and what happened when you saw Kalinowski and Thad going through it, we were really welcome to some great teams, but some great matchups. How is a lot of these things going to work? There's so many teams put together, like, I don't know if they're going to survive. That's a combination I could never believe. But when you see Dan Murrell and John Roca together, and you know their history.
4 championships between them.
They have been vibing together very well. I don't know how they're going to work as a team, though.
Yeah, the team chemistry, it's one thing to get together behind the scenes, backstage, and have a couple laughs and say, hey, let's let bygones be It's another thing entirely to be up on this stage and to be able to go back and forth and answer questions. We've seen a lot of great individual competitors join as teams, and the chemistry isn't quite there. Are they going to be able to put all the 138 combined years of their life experience together for a win here tonight?
Well, and they also, the thing is, too, someone I know you have some experience with, I hate to bring this up, Stacey Howard is known to upset people in the first round. She did it last year against you. She took you out, and
all because I did not yet watch Big Trouble in Little China.
I
watched that
with,
recently.
Yeah, well, I will say, I think
agree with
Howard
Christian.
is one of the most underrated competitors that we have in this league.
No.
And she is now matched up with Winston Marshall, who I also think is underrated. You look at what the World's Finest did. They just lost out to the Shire Wolves. This is a team that should not be ignored. And you've seen what's happened before. That person's definitely going to win. That's definitely going to win. This is going to be a blowout. And that doesn't always happen, does it?
Yeah, I mean, the energy and charisma that they bring to the table, I'm excited to see their intro more so than I would be Roca and Murrell, because we've seen Roca and Murrell so many times. They come down, they try to intimidate their opponent. What are Winston and Stacy going to bring to this table? I can say from experience, as you pointed out, she eats carrots like Peter Rabbit.
Oh, the manager, I forgot, yeah.
That's right.
Coy Andrew, who is now their manager. And
I like Coy. He's
I'm
awesome.
excited to see what he's going to bring to the table, and I'm excited to hear from our competitors, and we're going to hear from them right now.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. Man creates dinosaurs.
Oh my God.
Man creates Schmoedown. Dinosaurs eat man. Schmoes inherit the earth. Now, my people,
Wait, I know
underdogs are true fighters. You've got different teams competing, but everyone is counting my team out. And I'm saying,
Rocky.
who do you root for? Rocky or Apollo?
Cobra Kai!
Karate Kid or Cobra Kai? In the 80s, the original, when it counted. Who do you root for? The hockey team in Miracle or communism? Babe or the Bacon Factory? It's the underdog all day. So what I need from you
I
is
like
to
this.
let my team know you're pulling for them.
Coy is not the best competitor in the world. He's decent, but he's made for this.
Tonight.
Dude,
So I need
he
a
is a great mouthpiece and manager.
I know this.
Nope.
He's so entertaining.
I know this. So I am very proud to announce that my team has
Hold
spared
on to your
no
butts.
expense.
So
and I'd like you
it's
all
gonna
to
be
hold
Jurassic
on to your
Park
butts.
themed.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Oh, if Marshall comes out in one of those big dinosaur outfits, I'm gonna laugh my balls off. Oh, okay. Wow, look at them dressed up. Look at you guys.
Well, well, well. Another live event for the Outlaw. You know, I've been here before. I climbed the mountaintop. I whooped that JTE butt real good, didn't I? They said, Roka, you gotta be in a tag team match. You gotta do something Kalinowski came up with in his dreams. Anarchy. I said, really, who am I taking on? They said, Stacy and Winston. I said, I need the best backup there. Turn your damn phone off. I need the best backup there is.
Tell him, Lal. Tell him.
So I brought the greatest of all time out of retirement. Dangerous Dan Merle. They don't call him dangerous because he doesn't mess stuff up. They call him dangerous because he's a two-time champion. And it's my honor to ride alongside the greatest.
Hit him one time, Dan.
You know, John Roka and I decided to call ourselves the
Nice. I love that name.
because we helped build the legacy of this game. But the thing that we have to remember, and you have to remember, is that the only thing that counts right here is tonight. It doesn't matter what we did last week. It doesn't matter what we did last year. It doesn't matter what we did 3 years ago. All that matters is that we come out here tonight and win. And that's what we're going to do. And there's only one crowd that will ever be here to see that match, and that's you. You are the third player. I want you to clap. I want you to cheer. And I want you to enjoy the hell out of this game.
Horsemen!
Ooh.
Let's mount up. It's time to ride.
Nice.
Felt the old school Roka come out.
Nah. It's changed.
Not the heel Roka, but like his promo styles.
All right, so you have those teams again. I liked what Coy did there, hyping up the team, and you can see Dan and John. They're ready to get going. And the tail of the tape, Mark, pretty simple. You got Stacey Howard and Winston Marshall, comic book movies, 80s.
My God.
Action movies.
That was a perfect way to open it up with just the panning shot of him.
I'll tell you this: if you guys enjoyed Coy's opening, you can catch him in Las Vegas with Thunder Down Under.
Oh my God! Intimidation.
And then you got the founding fathers.
Did we have a name for Stacey Howard and Winston?
Spielberg movie.
Yeah, it's Wade.
It's Wade. I know this. That is their team
They know how to start America.
Oh, it's Wade. I know this.
Are you ready
Yeah.
to start this Schmoedown?
Oh yeah, I'm high on donuts.
Let's see if they can start it with me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
Schmoedown.
for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown!
Tell him, Christian. Tell him.
Introducing first,
Oh, there's the Jurassic Park music.
led to the ring
Yeah.
by their manager, Crazy Coy Jandrew, making their Schmoedown team debut.
Yes!
Blackman Winston Marshall and sassy Stacey Howard. Wait, I know this. Oh, there's dinosaurs.
Oh my God!
And Coy. There's a
I
Coy
told
with a
you. I
dinosaur.
called it. That's on
Oh
you.
my
That
God!
dinosaur's gonna fall right down. That's an impressive dinosaur. It's like when he jumped in the kitchen. Now he's gonna look at him.
Oh, okay. Well, Winston's not.
Hands on that
Somebody
dinosaur.
else's. That's good.
Stacey and Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a scenario, right?
Life found a way.
Yeah.
Life found a way.
Yeah, look at that.
Do we know who's in the dinosaur costume?
If I was to guess, I would say it's JT and Snyder.
That dinosaur's good.
That dinosaur about to
That
pass
dinosaur
out.
gonna pass out.
The commitment to
This is
character.
The
epic.
dinosaur almost ate shit, Mark.
I wish I would have been there live, man.
They're gonna be extinct. We have evolved.
Pure
It's all
circus.
over.
It's a pure circus. Competitors are hitting the stage now. They have made it, and the dinosaurs made their move.
Hit everybody.
That is a violent dinosaur.
I think he's trying to high five people and just can't
That is
see.
a-
So
that
he's
is
just
one
winging it.
angry-looking
He's just
dinosaur right
winging
there.
it.
Dinosaur
He's
just
still
had
trying to
an
swing
Wow,
everybody.
that is.
Oh.
Look out below. Whoa!
Oh,
Hey! Easy
All right,
boy.
it's got to be fast.
Easy boy.
All right, now I'm gonna ask the dinosaur to get lost.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
All right.
They're doing the Jurassic World.
Okay, he's
He's got
gonna.
him. I see it. Oh,
There
we
it.
go.
Okay.
Oh, he made it.
There they go.
Easy.
Don't
Oh,
trip
that
over
was
the wheel.
that was epic.
That is something.
You know,
Wow.
Impressive.
Say whatever you want, but I still
right,
think
so
that
wait, I know
Stacy is
this.
the best entrance person. And I know Chris is going to disagree with me.
Ready to go.
But
That was a good entrance, Mark.
Christian, do you know what species of dinosaur that was?
Triceratops. There you go, JP.
Triceratops.
Triceratops.
All right. And their opponents. Representing the 5 Horsemen. Making their Schmoedown team debut. He is the former team champion, former singles champion, the outlaw John Roca, his partner,
they all coming out.
former two-time champion, Dangerous Dan Burl, the founding fathers.
It's so strange seeing
them
David
two
Rudy's
walking
spelling
out. It
it.
appears we have some horsemen.
Yep, and his music was made by Vince Cox. Also made the music for Mark Riley. Made it for the Horsemen. They're the Horsemen together, coming out. The champion Justice, Jason Inman, who will be defending a little later. Two-time champion Mark Yodi Riley. Matt Nost, the former team champion, and there they are.
And they are trailed by John Roca with his customary mask, and you have Dan Merle, the customary sunglasses. They look focused.
That answers my question. I knew that Dan Merle was going up against somebody to retake the movie fight championship, and he's obviously won it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that can really beat Dan in movie fights unless he retires?
They formed at the last live event.
I can't remember who beat him the first time, but
oh my God, what's his name?
Roca and Merle playing with the crowd. And
they're going back up into the crowd, Christian.
Back to the stage. Here comes John.
I think it was Spencer
All right,
Gilbert,
let's
wasn't it?
go.
Dan Merle's going into the balcony, I believe.
Still
really deep.
amazing that he can just step right back in and take it.
Here they come.
Oh yeah.
And there is Roca and Merle hitting the stage. The two legends hitting the stage here. And there they are, John Roca and Dan Merle. All 5 of them. Look at this crew. All together. And that's got to be a little intimidating for
And Winston and Stacy just resigned to watch all this madness happen. So many combined victories of the 5 gentlemen in front of them on stage. Can Winston and Stacy overcome that intimidation factor?
And I like how Jason Inman looks like, what's from Breaking Bad?
You think he looks like a meth head?
No, no. I don't know. He just looks like he's in Breaking Bad.
The timing of Ellis is just perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And Mark, why don't you give the breakdown to rules to our
let's do this.
In round number 1,
Let's
8 questions are going to be asked to the field from 8 different corners of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. I will remind all the competitors this is the team format, so you may not rely on your teammates' knowledge in round 1. It is just you writing down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. Once we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please show the whiteboard to your camera of choice. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. Keep in mind, competitors, each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the 3 rounds of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you need to buy yourself some time. Use a JTE rule, and each team also has 1 challenge. If you're not liking the way a question was ruled, you can use a challenge, and perhaps your challenge will be upheld.
All right, so with that, wait, I know this. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And the founding
Get
fathers,
ready,
are you ready
to Schmoedown!
Right. Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Here we go. Round number 1, and the contest begins in the realm of comedies. All right. Who stars alongside Bill Murray as his high school strong psychotherapist, Dr. Leo Marvin, in What About
Shocker.
I saw that movie in the it's the first Bill Murray movie I saw on the big screen.
Sandy's got it.
One day,
I don't.
watch more movies from that guy.
All right, 5.
Richard Dreyfuss.
4, 3, 2.
Good job,
1.
Sandy.
With Dan Merle.
Richard Dreyfuss.
I thought it was Blake
Correct.
Crystal.
Stacey Howard.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yes, sir. John Roca.
Richard Dreyfuss.
And Winston Marshall.
I like to be different. I said Dan Aykroyd.
All right, so they
Okay,
missed
it's
it.
okay,
The
baby.
Founding Fathers goes up by 1 point here. And our next
Smelling the right answer.
3 of the 4 smelling the correct answer. That would be Richard Dreyfuss. Your next category comes from a world of directors. And your question is, who directed the 1989 iconic romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally?
No, I know it. I know it.
Best scene in that movie.
Oh my God.
The late.
I know who wrote it. I just can't remember who directed it.
It is hilarious.
I can't think of it.
4
And unsettling.
3, 2, 1. Stacey Howard.
Is it something Reitman?
Incorrect.
Rob Reiner.
John Roca.
Rob Reiner?
Correct. Winston Marshall.
I had a W.
John Hughes is not correct. I'm aware.
Dan Merle.
Yeah, I thought it was not F1,
4-1.
but she wrote it.
4-1.
Can't believe I got that
Fathers
right at the last
taking
minute.
a commanding lead here so far. Next question here. Category of dramas. Dramas. In Ghost, what does Sam always say to Molly instead of saying, I love you?
Ghost.
You know,
If you haven't watched the movie recently, you're never going to remember. But I watched it.
I haven't watched it at all. I just know who stars in it. That's it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job.
Hands down, please. John Roca.
Ditto.
Correct. Winston.
I'm having a rough start tonight. I see you is not correct, man. It's not. It's not
Dan.
right.
Ditto.
Correct. Stacy.
I said ditto.
Stacy had it. 6-2.
Hey, Stacy.
6-2. Next question here.
Hey, thank you for carrying us right now. I appreciate that, girl.
Your next question
Killing
comes from the world of animated movies. Movies drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question is, in Shrek, what character attempts to save Fiona from Shrek in the forest and sings an annoying song about it?
Good movie, that Shrek.
Yeah, I appreciate your pain.
See, why did you
God,
start
I
with this so I
haven't
don't
seen
look like a
Shrek in
jackass?
years.
5,
This is a great question.
I
4,
forgot.
Donkey.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Winston.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood and his Merry Men.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yes. Dan.
You can't read it, but I said donkey. I couldn't think of it.
Incorrect. Right. Stacy.
I also said donkey.
Wow.
John.
Sadly, donkey as well.
Wow. So only Winston gets it.
Good for Winston. Good for
Winston gets
Winston.
it, and the crowd loses it.
Good job, Winston.
All right. Nice. All right. Winston hits a point there. All right. Next question. Winston, sit down before you lose a point. All right. Next question is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. In
Oh my God.
the critically acclaimed smash, Seventh Son, who stars as an aging spook training a young apprentice to join the battle against the evil queen of the witches, Mother Malkin. What?
Boy.
I'm glad I skipped this movie.
I watched it.
We just got word if
And
if
it is
Winston
not
gets this right,
critically
he will crowd
acclaimed at
surf.
all.
Yeah. 5,
Jeff Bridges.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I agree,
I
Dan.
should, but who cares? That's all I can think
All
of.
right. Stacy.
I couldn't think of it.
Stacey?
Jeff Bridges?
That's correct. John Roca. John
Right out
Roca.
loud.
Yeah.
Do you
Did
have
you
it?
say Jeff Bridges? Is that what that
John had it, and
I got it
Winston.
first.
I may have been thinking about the Mask of Zorro. I said Anthony
Did not.
Hopkins was
All
not
right.
correct.
So because of that, the Founding Fathers still have a 3-point lead here, and here's our next question.
Our next question comes from the world of action/adventure movies. And your question is, who plays the villainous mastermind Quaylen in the 1993 actual smash hit?
Oh no! Why can't I remember? Why can't I remember his name?
Well, it's a
Man's
QU.
gonna kill me.
I'm gonna.
God, I'm really showing my age here.
Okay, good. I'm glad you repeated the question.
4.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question. That's 1.
Okay, who plays the villainous mastermind Quaylen in 1993's Cliffhanger?
Yeah, I have no
5,
idea.
Oh wait, I
I
said.
can't remember. I'm gonna piss my.
3.
It is. Damn! I can't believe it.
Good job,
Correct.
Stacy.
John Roca. John Roca.
Hey, let me help Bibbs out. It's John Lithgow, champ.
Correct. And Winston.
Wrong John. Wrong John.
Didn't have it. All right. And Dan.
I'm so
want it.
disappointed.
John Lithgow.
Had it.
I knew it.
All
I
right,
knew
so
I could- I
Founding
missed
Fathers
one.
go back up
I
4
would've
points
thought.
here. 9, 5. And here is your
Hopefully one I
7th
know.
question here in the category of horror/thriller. He directed the 2014 mockumentary What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm probably gonna be really wrong.
reacting.
Flat out taking a guess on this.
What does Christian
Yeah,
Orloff
same,
do
pretty
in the
much.
I'm not taking a guess. I actually know
married to
this.
two
It's a
kids,
good New
nothing.
Zealand comedy.
He sits in a closet and plays video.
Tim Burton?
Fell asleep on my couch.
James Wan.
4, 3,
Taika
2,
Waititi.
1, pens
Wow.
down.
Taika Waititi, that's right.
Taika Waititi?
Yes, that is correct. Winston.
I mean,
didn't have it.
we talked about
Dan.
this on the nude
Yep.
list.
And Stacy.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi.
Stacy got
When you
it.
said Taika Waititi, I was
So
like,
the Founding
shit, I remember
Fathers,
this one
11
now.
to 6. 11 to 6, and here is our
It's
final.
11-6. You know, the Founding Fathers' sizable 5-point lead. It's impressive to see. Know this kind of hang around. They're not going to take a lead by the end
Stacy's
of this, but
giving
they're
a fight.
hanging
Stacy's putting
tough.
up. Winston's got to get on it. He knows that he needs a category in that second round. Here we go.
Patreon!
Our last question in round one is a
Patreon/Patreon.
Patreon-sponsored
People
question.
go
How about a round
out
of
and
applause
sign
for
up
the
if you haven't
Patreon
already.
supporters
If you
out
have, go and
the
put
movie
more
trivia
on it.
Schmoedown patron. This patron that sponsored
Thank
this
you, John.
question, good friend of ours, John
Good
Patterson.
job, John.
Thank you, John, for supporting the movie trivia Schmoedown and our
Nice.
Patreon.
Ooh,
there.
nice.
And he chose the category of sports movies. All right. Sports movies. Question is, in White Men Can't Jump, Rosie
I don't
Perez's
even need him to
character
finish this.
Gloria is studying to compete on what game show?
I'm just giving.
I will remind the crowd once again, you may know the correct answer. Please don't even
Jeopardy?
think
Five.
until
It
they
is
are done
Jeopardy.
writing.
4,
I got one.
3, 2, 1.
Aw.
Winston.
I also put
Correct.
Jeopardy, hashtag
Dan.
Google for Jeopardy.
Winston and I are on the same page because I also saw the prices.
Stacy.
I have no idea. Jeopardy?
Yes. And John Roca. John Roca to keep your 5-point lead.
I have even less of an idea. Jeopardy?
That's the correct answer. 12. Josh,
future host of
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Future host of Jeopardy. But get out of there. Get out of
For
there. There he
Jeopardy.
is, throwing the Jeopardy coins everywhere. Well done, well done. All right. So at the end of round number 1, the Founding Fathers are up by 5 points here, 12-7, but anything goes in round number 2.
All
It
right.
is the wheel
we can just
round. What
watch.
happens, Mark?
In the wheel round, the wheel of justice, doom,
Still guess.
perhaps fate will be
Yeah.
spun once
But
by
you don't have to write it
each
down or nothing.
team. If you don't like the
Okay.
category you spin, you do get a mulligan unless you spin the dreaded opponent's choice. Each wedge on that there wheel contains 6 questions from said genre of movie trivia. Each question is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is correct. If you get it right then, it's only worth 1 point. I will remind both teams and all 4 competitors, stealing is available in round number 2, and don't worry, you are allowed to rely on your teammates' knowledge throughout the duration of round numero dos.
Yeah, and Stacy used one of the repeats, so I know this has 2 left. The Founding Fathers has not used any. They are also in the lead, so Dan and John
are going to spin the wheel first, Christian. I would like to point out to everybody, we mentioned the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon.
Woo!
This is a sponsored wheel here today. Very excited about this wheel, and we have 2 wheel slices that are
Thanks,
sponsored,
Nathan.
and it's all thanks to Nathan Ovendale.
Good job,
You guys
Nathan.
can check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Maybe we'll say your name on a live show. Thank you, Nathan. The 2 slices that he decided to sponsor were Leonardo DiCaprio movies and Scott Max's favorite, or excuse me, Ben Bateman's favorite.
And
movie
thank you,
release
they
date.
actually have the picture of Ben Bateman
Ellis.
on the wheel.
All right.
Release date.
All right.
I think you said
So
that wrong.
with that, Dan and
said that
John,
wrong.
do you guys want to spin first or second?
Tell him, Dan.
We're going to go second.
Gonna go second. All right, so you guys, I know this, spin it, and Winston, just make sure, spin it from the wheel, please. Spin it from the wheel, not the peg.
Look, I may have missed hella questions, but I'll be spinning this wheel though.
Spin the wheel, not by the peg.
Please grip the wheel, not the pegs. Thank you very much. The wheel's been through a lot this year.
There's the spin. That's fun. That goes. Yes, wait. You got to do it again. Here's the spin.
The spin is officially in.
There you go.
That was. There you go.
You know, if every competitor could do that, Christian,
Pixar.
this show would last a lot
Pixar.
longer.
What's it land on? I can't see it.
Woo! Okay.
They are going to keep
I don't
it.
know.
All right, so they hit Pixar, and they're going to stick with
I know
Pixar.
Stacy knows
We're
her
gonna get
animation
5
a bit.
6 questions in the realm of Pixar.
All right, I will be asking the questions in the realm of Pixar.
No.
Everybody knows the best Pixar movie? Cars 3.
It's a beast.
One person agrees.
Yeah, it's a beast.
Your first question of 6 in the slate. What is the name
Ripper.
of Sid's dog that
No, it's
terrorizes Woody
like,
and Buzz
uh,
in the original Toy Story?
Scud? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's like Scud or Scum or something like that.
Hold on.
5, 4,
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's Scud.
Scud.
Is it A, Scud, B, Spud, C, Rover, D, Spike?
We're gonna go with Scud.
It is in fact Scud for 1
Nice.
point.
Malcolm.
Good job, Malcolm.
Your next question. Who voiced the octopus named
that's
Hank in Finding Dory?
he's from Modern Family, I think.
Is it Ed O'Neill?
5,
I think that's the one.
3.
Multiple choice.
I think it's
Is
Ed
it A,
O'Neill.
Ty Burrell, B, Eugene
I'm gonna say,
Levy, C, Ed O'Neill, or D, Bill Hader?
Good job, Sandy.
Ed O'Neill.
1
This is
point.
definitely
They're
a
maneuvering
weakness
their
of
way
mine.
through multiple choice early, Christian.
Try to tie up the game.
Your next question, get us to the halfway point in your
Big
slate.
and large.
What is the name
Yep.
of the mega corporation in WALL-E?
Malcolm just beat me to the punch.
Five, 4,
Nice.
2.
Good pull, Winston.
By and large.
Oh, okay. So
That's
I
2
thought it was big and
points.
large. Oh well.
Oh, you didn't say by and large?
No.
Oh, I said big and large.
Winston, paying homage
Sorry
to
about
our
that.
Lord and Savior, Tim Tebow. Next question.
All right.
Your fourth question in the round.
Ooh,
Who
isn't
was
it,
the director of the Pixar
It's
film
not Brad Bird.
Ratatouille?
I thought it was Brad Bird too.
They can take the lead if they get
I'm gonna
this
stick
correct.
with Brad Bird.
I don't think it's Brad Bird.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
I'm gonna say
Is
B.
it A,
Could be
Brad
John
Bird,
Lasseter.
B, Andrew Stanton,
I'm gonna say B.
C, Pete Docter,
I'm gonna
or
still go
D,
with
John
Actually, I
David?
think it's either
Brad Bird.
Oh, it was Brad Bird. Okay.
1 point.
Fight.
knew it.
They're fighting. Stacy's guessing her head off.
I mean,
doing a good job.
I've listened to
and they
even
still
talk
have
about
2
Ratatouille
questions
so
to go.
many times.
Your
It's
penultimate
stuck in my
question in
head.
this round. In the movie Inside Out, what kind of product had a jingle that
I don't
kept
know this
being
one.
played
What kind of product?
annoyingly
Okay.
all of the emotions?
I'm gonna go rewatch all the Pixar movies.
I'll know it.
5, 4, 3.
It's
Ice
gum.
cream.
Is it A, soda,
Ice
B,
cream.
gum, C, ice cream, or D,
I think
Toy
it's
Story?
gum.
5.
Oh, okay. Good job.
Gum.
They got another one out of multiple choice. That 1 point gives them the lead, 13 to 12.
Last question here. Let's go.
Your final question in round 2. In the movie Brave, who
The one
provides
Pixar
voice
movie I haven't
of Merida's
seen.
mother, Queen
It's
Eleanor?
I know who it is. I need multiple choice.
I can hear
5,
I can hear 5 flipping.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Emma
Is it
Thompson.
A,
Emma Thompson.
Emily Blunt, B, Kate Winslet, C, Emma Thompson, or D, Carey Mulligan?
Five.
Emma Thompson.
They got another one out of multiple choice. One of the most impressive maneuvering of multiple choices I've ever seen.
She might be better. She might be better than McCougan guessing at this point. She's so good at it. All right, so now the founding fathers. Now, if they get something they like, they can get a strong lead. But if they hit something they're not good at, then I know this could have a great advantage. All right, and the former champion John Roca is going to go and spin that up.
All right.
There's a
John
spin.
Roca. You see what he did there? He didn't spin it as hard as he could. He just tried to put a little
Street.
extra gusto to top
Meryl
Winston's
Street.
spin.
Meryl Street.
Even though she's not on the wheel.
We know what category the crowd wants.
Winston's face!
Guys, don't get so
Opponent's
excited.
choice.
Come
It is
on, look who you're
opponent's
talking to here.
choice. That's huge.
Winston's
And
face!
Winston Marshall jumping around the stage right now. And what are they going to take?
the team is hyped, Christian, but now the pressure's on them to select a category that's really going to confound the founding fathers.
The best thing to give someone because
it's my fault.
What are you going to pick that's going to stump them both?
Known for having a lot of weaknesses.
Probably something like either like Julia Roberts or Leo, where it's like real specific.
They seem dumbfounded on what to choose.
5, 4. You're gonna have to pick 3 or let them pick 2.
All right.
What are you picking?
Yeah, that's fine. Movie
release dates it is.
Yeah, way to go, Nathan. You get your pick.
Nathan Ovendale. Well done, sir.
All right,
I probably would have gone like Julia Roberts.
Dates.
These are dates, movies who released it.
All right, question
I
1,
think
gentlemen.
Julia Roberts or Leo.
What year
I think they
2009.
of the Natalie
Yeah.
Portman film
99?
V for Vendetta.
2009.
Bro, if you don't get this with that mask.
Actually, Malcolm's right. It's 2005.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I love when those coincidences happen.
Yeah.
We think we know it. We're going to take multiple choice, though.
Is it A, 2000?
Good job, Malcolm.
B, 2004?
I mean, it's
C,
either 5 or
2005,
6.
D,
I can't quite remember which one. Yeah.
It was 2005. Good job.
That's correct for 1 point.
Yep. Good one.
All right. There you go. Next question.
1987.
What year did the
Whoa, that was fast.
3 Men and a Baby come out?
I would have been 2 when that came out.
You know, there's a dead child in that movie.
I would have been nothing when that
5,
came out.
4, 3. That's just morbid.
It's in the
2,
movie. I didn't do it.
1.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, 1983, B, 1985, C, 1987, D, 1988?
1987.
1 point.
Jeremy, you'll be proud to get for that. I got that
the
one.
way to go for both teams here
Yeah.
on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown stage.
All right, next question here. We saw Carl
This is
Ferguson attach
2009.
a bunch of balloons
This one's
to his house
no.
and
This
fly
was
away
2008,
up. In what year?
I believe.
Oh, it was nominated 2009.
It's the first Roca breathing directly into the mic.
Oh.
I knew he was right.
2009.
That's correct for 2 points.
1 year off.
All right, the lead is theirs alone again.
All right, here we go. Next
1996.
question here. The Vince Vaughn comedy
No, I think it was
No,
2030.
was released in
I'm gonna say 2002.
Why am I always thinking 90s?
I'm gonna say 2002.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah,
2.
look at that. 2003, Malcolm.
Is it A,
Damn
2001,
it.
B, 2003, C, 2004, D?
Good job,
2006?
Malcolm.
2003.
1 point. All right.
Multiple choice and
You
choosing
gotta start
their
guessing
way
on
around
some
the
of these
round.
ones
Next
because they
question
gotta
here is
pick some points up.
Number 5. What year saw
1994.
the release of these 2
4.
Julia Roberts
Yeah.
films?
I finally got a
Rom-Com,
90s one.
My Best Friend's Wedding, and the thriller Conspiracy Theory.
I still wasn't even born yet.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, it's not 94.
A,
Got to be 5.
1995.
95.
It has to be
97.
C,
97.
1998, D, 2000.
Wow, good job, Hunter.
Ooh, just a guess.
1997.
That's correct. 1 point.
Probably thinking of the other
Okay,
reading.
Not had a multiple choice miss yet.
For readings
All
of
right,
freedom.
last question. Last question.
2010.
Christopher Nolan's Inception
2010.
entered our dreams and theaters
Good job,
in the
Hunter.
summer of what year?
2010.
Correct for 2 points. So the Founding Fathers have a nice run there, have 2 for 2
I mean,
points.
in a way,
and they
it's
get
smart for them
themselves
to do multiple choice because in what
14.
with release dates,
What a
just
battle there.
because
Yeah, a
like, they
real
only give
impressive
2
close
points away.
to a nice
so.
round. Both teams really showing their strength. And Christian, we talked about chemistry at the top of the program. Both teams displaying a nice amount of knowledge, but also working together to come up with the multiple choice guesses.
That's correct. So we have, I believe, I know this has 2 JT rules left. And
This is actually a very
3 left. And we
closer
have
match
round
than
number
a lot
3, Mark.
of us expected
This
it to
is
be.
the round that will determine the winner unless we go to overtime in round number
It
3. Each
it
team
is much
gonna give us
closer
a
than I
series
thought
of
it was going to
3
be,
numbers.
especially
Those
considering the
numbers may
first
range
round
from
that
1
Winston
to
had.
20. Take your
Yeah.
21 and overs and get the hell out of here. Each number you give us corresponds to a different movie trivia category up here at the answer desk. Your first question is worth 2. The next one is worth 3 points. The last one is worth 5 points. And I will remind each team that once you hear the category for your 2-point question, The team must select which member.
And I mean, part of it might just be the live setting as well, because both Dan and
same thing for the three-pointer.
been on stage before the live event, but Winston and Stacey
collaborate with your teammate Jest for the
and you know, truthfully, none of these teams have been together, so to have a little bit of growth,
what would you like?
If Roka and Merle get all their points, they'll have 30 points in a tag team match, which is only, what, 5 or 6 points from the...
Yeah, it's 5.
13.
Yeah, so...
Record 35, I believe.
So, I mean, it's still a great match. I mean, both of them are, both teams are playing pretty decent.
Yeah, especially for teams that were, like, randomized.
2-pointer. Come on, wait, I know this. You better know.
Number 3. Again, they do have 2 JTE rules left. Category number 3. Here we go.
Category number 3.
Nice.
Comes from the world.
Who's going to take it?
The blessed world of Tom Cruise. Guy runs fast. Which one he wants to take it?
Come on, Winston. Okay. I believe in you.
All right, Winston's going to take it.
It's a really broad category, though. We're all thinking action movies, but it could be anything.
Yeah.
All right, Winston. Your question. In what profession is Tom Cruise's character Barry Seal?
Yeah, pilot.
When he's hired by the CIA in the movie American Made.
It's actually a really good movie.
It is a good movie. I was going to tell her that was what I was going to tell you to watch, Hunter. If you get a chance, watch American Made with Tom Cruise. It's great.
3.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out.
In what profession is Tom Cruise's character Barry Seal
Come on,
when
Winston.
he is hired by the CIA?
If you've seen the movie, you know what he does for them, and that should give you a hint.
Even if you see the trailers.
4, 3, 2.
JTE.
Last one.
In what profession
Are they
is
knocked
Tom
out after
Cruise's
this if they don't get
character
it?
Barry Seal when he is hired by the CIA?
3 and
in
5 is
American
only
Made?
8 points. No, that still gives them a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll be at 21.
4, 3.
Car salesman.
Yo, mama.
He is.
Your mama.
He is an airline pilot.
He was a pilot, so he missed that one. He missed that one.
Airline
He has to
pilot.
hit this 3 to
He's
win.
got to hit this 3.
They have to get
hit
this
3.
They have to get this
They will lose
and the
via
5 to
TKO.
win.
Stacey needs to hit
to
the
move
3.
ahead.
Before I lose
I believe
this,
you
shout out
selected
to
number
my parents
9.
They chose no. They chose 13.
They chose
Shout out to my
13.
girlfriend,
chose
Kristen. I don't know
13.
where you at, girl, but I love you.
13 is what they chose. Here we go.
All right, Stacy. All comes down to this. But if you get the question right, don't worry. We have more pressure for you to handle.
There you go.
You selected number
Uh-oh.
13.
Another big
and that
category.
corresponds to another big
Brad
movie star with
Pitt.
great abs, Brad Pitt.
Where's Ken?
And your question. Another occupation.
Soap salesman.
Soap
What
salesman.
was Tyler Durden's occupation in Fight Club?
He made soap
Yeah.
for like cosmetic.
You can stop there with soap.
You got it.
3 points.
So,
All right, so we
if they
find
both hit
ourselves
this one,
in this
it
position
goes
here.
over to
I know
Founding
this
Fathers.
has to hit their 5-pointer.
It's
if
over.
they hit it,
TKO.
it bounces back to the Founding Fathers. If they miss it, it is a TKO. Here we go, Mark.
All right. Your question
All right.
is, for 5 points. to
Ooh, another
continue the
very
match,
broad one.
In the world of fantasy science fiction, name
Ian
the
McKellen.
2 actors
Ian McKellen.
that appear in all
Ian
6
McKellen
films
and
in the Middle Earth saga.
Ian McKellen and Orlando Bloom.
Andy Serkis, I'm pretty sure.
Andy Serkis,
No.
yes.
Ian
No.
McKellen.
No, Gollum wasn't in all 3 Hobbits.
Orlando
No,
Bloom. I'm saying,
Orlando Bloom wasn't in the first Hobbit, I don't think.
oh,
Ian McKellen and Orlando Bloom.
And your
Andy Serkis.
winners, by way of technical knockout,
Which, oh my
the
God, that
Outlaw
was a
John
very
Roca,
close match.
Dangerous Dan Merle, the Founding
That's
Fathers.
right.
It was Kate Blanchett.
right.
Kate Blanchett,
Yep.
Kate Blanchett and Ian McKellen.
Hugo Weaving was not in the desolation of
Yeah, the
Smaug.
Horsemen pull off the victory. Stacey Howard,
Wow.
20 to 17, what a match.
There you go. So,
What a match.
just like my
Horsemen do
bracket
it.
says,
They are the
boys.
first to advance.
What
I
a
don't
They're
think
match.
I
the
saw
first
it
to
back in the head
advance.
anyone else.
You've got Dan Merle, John Roca. They have done it. Dan Merle gets his first victory back in a bit. So now you've got it. Now the question is here, as you realize this,
you know that now they're going to play the winners of the match between newcomer Rachel Silver, Mike Kalinowski, and the newcomer Chance Ellison. When that happens.
Hey, Kalinowski, take care of business. Chance, hey, Rook. We coming for you, baby. I don't know where you're at in the audience, but we coming for you. Handle your business, and we'll see you in the second.
Don't mess with Chance. Don't mess with them.
I mean, that was a match. I mean, look, the thing is, these guys played very strong in that first round, and Winston struggled, and Stacy fought well.
Yeah, but, you know, they were competitive, at least leaving round one. Round number two, they really showed their ability. I don't want this to be the last time we see them team up. We don't know what's going to happen after Anarchy, but they really complement each other's styles as well.
Stacey answers the majority of the
But
questions.
we're going to hear, because now we're going to talk to
Winston
all the competitors
came out in round
because
2 with
we're gonna figure out
Pixar.
that There's going to be a lot
That's
to be said.
true.
I'm very interested to see what
That's true.
the Founding Fathers are going
Yeah,
to talk about.
I'm
But
being
we're gonna
unfair to
find out a
Winston.
lot
Winston
about
played a hell of a
both
match,
teams
especially
as
in
we
round
now
2.
go
Got
to
him back
Jen
into
Sturger.
it. Jen Sturger.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? I'll never get over that. Guys, I know that match didn't go the way you obviously wanted it to, but I feel like for a first match together, you guys put on a pretty good show.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, first of all, I spent $50 on each of those dinosaurs costumes, so we better put
She
on
spent $50 on those both those costumes. Dang, man! I want one of those costumes, but they cost like $150 here.
And Winston, you had a little bit of a hard time in round 1.
It was not great. I was very happy that we got Pixar so I can make up for it because I looked like a jackass for the first 15 minutes of this match. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I did my best, black.
God, Alan Grant. Alan Grant.
I meant Alan Grant. Oh, God. See? You see? This is what I'm talking about. I had a terrible night tonight. I'm so sorry, y'all. God damn, it's the lights. It's a lot, yeah.
Is it the lights or is it the...
That was
oil on
inspiration.
Cody's chest?
Look at them abs, though.
That was it. Get a close up of it.
Please don't.
And Coy was awesome
children
as the
watching.
manager.
Oh, Jesus.
This is
Coy, you have to be feeling
calling
pretty good that they
right
had
here.
such a good match. Obviously,
Yep,
it knocked you
I
guys out of the
agree
tournament.
100%.
But that was a
Coy
pretty
should
good
be a
show.
manager from now on.
Yes.
He was definitely great on the bike.
He should be the Wild Berries manager.
They did great, and they got the club question
dude.
right. I'm proud of them.
Oh my God.
Pumped me, so it felt fitting. I
That's
felt bad.
The
on the sides. Like,
entertainment
I've done this to
factor
them.
would
What is
just
this?
be priceless.
Look, Stacy had that question. She asked me, she knew the answer. She said Ian McKellen and Clay Lynch, and I was like, and she said, or Orlando Bloom. I was like, oh, Orlando Bloom, Legolas and shit. So, like, I thought she had it. So, that's my fault. I'll take that L for us. Stacy, I apologize.
I want to say sorry.
That's
to
not an
Rachel.
easy question. That's a good
No,
5
it's not.
question. We all screwed it up.
But you know what? I mean,
Because
what it is. You
it's
just have to
actually
follow it, and if you're
not
nervous
far
and
off to
all,
say
sometimes
Orlando
it
Bloom.
gets you there, sometimes it doesn't.
Because he showed up in the last 2 and
Once
was
again, you
in
put on a hell of a
all 3 of the
performance
original.
today, and we can't wait to see what you do the rest of the year. All right.
He just wasn't
Sorry,
in the
guys.
first one.
You're out of the tournament.
That's okay. I'm about to go watch all those Medea movies because the Black Schmoedown is coming.
There you go. So you've got, wait, I know this. Look, they put up a fight. They have absolutely put up a fight, and I think the way that they played multiple choice was good. Stacey Howard, again, like what I said at the beginning of this, Stacey Howard is a very, very underrated competitor.
Yep, yeah, and we still have a burning question with
It's
that
Kalinowski
team.
and
Who in the
Chance.
hell was in those dinosaur costumes? I'm as confused as
That would be
everybody.
incredible.
I'm still betting on JT.
They come out and they
All
do this.
So I'm looking forward to seeing
and pull off
what
the
these do. I mean,
heads, and it's
it's
them.
Again, if you're a Schmoedown fan, to watch these two guys compete together, seeing what they do together, and now watching them stand side by side, who'd have thought? And now we're going to talk to Jen Sturger, who is with the winners of today's match, the Founding Fathers, Dan Merle and John Roca. Here we go.
So this is what it feels like to be sandwiched in between two legends, huh? Guys, that was a pretty impressive first match you guys just put on out there. You got to be feeling pretty good heading into this tournament.
Absolutely. Listen, Winston and Stacy, we've been saying this from the beginning. This is the toughest first-round matchup yet, and they really brought it. We knew we had to bring it. Stacy really showed out. Winston was a bit unfortunate in some of the answers, but they spun opponent's choice, or I spun opponent's choice. So anything could have happened. We had to bring our A game.
Were you guys nervous when you hit opponent's
I don't know,
choice?
but Dan's
I mean,
wearing
I'm
a black
sure you were
shirt, and I
sweating
don't see no
bullets.
sweat stains,
Not to
Jen.
bring up a bad subject.
Yeah, it's worked out great every time I got hit with opponent's choice in the past. Yeah, but we were lucky. I don't know the stats on it. I'm sure.
Where's
somebody
Frank
knows
for
the
that?
number of times people get hit with opponent's choice and actually win. So that was a bit of luck on our part, I think.
I want to say one thing. If I hadn't made Dan go to multiple choice on 2 or 3 of those when he was questioning himself, he would have gotten we would have gotten 2 points in each one of those ones. Dan carried us through that whole second round. I gotta
Bibiani noted.
As Bibiani noted.
Do you feel like this could be the end of the Horseman curse?
There was no Horseman curse. We didn't build our reputation on a couple of losses. We built our reputation on coming back, fighting, winning, and winning titles. Some kid who came off the street and studied a book and got lucky twice on ring rust does not take us down. When he wins a belt, then I'll hear what he has to say.
So obviously now, with the tournament in play, you're going to be playing either Ellison Kalinowski or Silvertrini Stewart. Any preference?
Oh, I don't want to speculate on that. I mean, I think you heard me up on that stage. Dan, you take this one. And
I've kind of moved away from hoping to play people because it doesn't always work out.
Jen rules, man. I love Jen.
What I know is John
incredible.
and I are we prepared for this match, and we're going to keep preparing, and we plan to go out, walk out, play every game, and when the game's over, we're going to have the most points on the board. And
that's
all we
right,
care about.
guys.
We don't care who we play.
I think that wraps it up. Back to you guys.
All right, I mean, Christian, you see there, this is one of the many reasons I love Jen Sturger, is that she's not afraid to ask the tough questions. She asked about the Horseman curse. They rebuffed it outright.
Yeah, I mean, look, I liked that answer. There never was. Because if you look at it, John Roca, I think, debunked that when he beat Ben Bateman. And then you look at this match, they have that. They're 2-2 since they formed, and that's pretty good. Roca, Merle taking the victory. And there's our tournament. So if you submitted your brackets and you had Dan and Roca,
I'm already looking good.
You're looking good. There's the tournament. It is up
didn't
there.
get
The tournament anarchy has
in
begun.
time.
What an absolute beginning this was. And now, just wait for Friday, because this Friday we're getting the Intergeek
Can't wait till Friday.
It's coming up.
Oh, that's
Just
going to be
the second
epic.
Here for the live event, we're going to be getting Jason Inman, the champion, defending against Mara Knopik.
It's going to be an exciting one, partner. We're off to a hot start.
I would like to thank everybody here for this episode of the
Thank you,
Movie
patrons.
Schmoedown.
Thank you
guys
for this.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you to Jen Sturger. Thank you to everybody here. Thank you to our great team. Thank you to the fans for coming tonight. And again, make sure you check out the Patreon. And then guess what? In September, if
Yeah,
you're on Patreon,
I gotta-
you get to see
I
us
gotta
finally
join
do
Patreon
battle.
for that one.
That's right. 5-round battle
I think I
between
gotta
the two
up
of
it
us. It goes
to
down
just enough to
this
get the match.
month. So I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you guys. And join us again this Friday for the Intergeekdom Championship between Mara Knopik and Jason Inman. Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you on Friday.
Any post-credit scenes or anything? Nope.
Yeah, no, I think it's just the Patreon. But we're going to watch it.
You didn't know about the
And
Patreon. You guys
Abe
have a
can
chance
edit
to
it out if you want,
support the
because
Schmoedown.
Patreon,
Now, myself,
Patreon,
Mark Ellis,
Patreon.
We've taken over the
Yes,
production.
yes.
Basically, you guys have 16
Right
tiers to
there.
choose from. We're trying to give back to the fans. Go and check it out right there. If you want to support the Schmoedown by becoming a patron today, go ahead and do it. Cannot thank
buck
you
or
guys
two,
enough for
guys.
all the support you've given
A
us.
buck or
And,
two.
Yeah, there's some really crazy tiers in there. I'd love to
Or
get your
3.
opinions on it. Now go enjoy the match.
Or 10.
Go do it. It's a good match.
If you want the Patreon match.
Or 10, yes. All right. Just remember, guys, this is a monthly membership for things. $10 a month is less than most people spend on one flipping coffee a day.
Yeah.
So let's all shut that down, and we will just get a couple of thoughts from our panel here. Malcolm, what did you think about today? What did you think about the match? How did you like the crowd's reactions? What did you think overall?
Yeah, I mean, the match was great. I mean, I thought it was going to be a complete blowout for Winston and Howard. I mean, I knew Howard was good, but like Winston is a wild card. He knows what he knows. But I mean, it was closer than what I could have predicted. They just got unfortunate with the Middle Earth question, because that's really hard to go to pick out the two, which was in all of them. Is like there's some which are scattered through the Hobbit, but yeah.
I was hoping for that question, that they would have gotten a little extra time. I know they were a little lenient on the 15 count because I was counting it, but it was a fair 5-point question, just a really hard one. But I'll expand on what you said. I think Stacey and I think Wade, I know this, played very, very well. I just think that there was there's a little bit of fate involved in this one. So I do hope that we see them in the future, because Stacy doesn't really have a partner. You know what I mean? Like, she's been teamed up with a couple of people here and there and stuff like that from their crew, the Viper Squad. But I'd like to see her get somebody that is a little bit closer in her. You know what I'd really like to see? I'd like to see a combination of Stacey Howard and Breanne Chandler. I think that they together would be very, very good, because they both complement each other pretty well. But no, that's awesome. Hunter, what did you think about today's match? What were your overall thoughts about the live event, and did you picture what was going to happen?
Well, first off, I'm going to say that the great thing about it being live is the live reaction of the crowd, and the crowd was hyped. They were cheering, they were chanting, they were doing everything. Like, a good crowd can make something that's great even better, and that's we showed here at the live event. The match itself was really close, closer than I think any of us expected it to be. 20-17. I mean, that's pretty damn good for a team that's just thrown together in the first round. Stacy and Winston are just hilarious, like banter back and forth, you know, especially Winston. Like, Winston in this match really showed that he is more of a character. Like, he's there to have fun. He wants to just make people laugh and just really be that energetic Josh McCouga type character. And it works because his timing, his comedy timing is really, really solid. The match overall was fun, entertaining, and just, you know, a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Nice. Awesome. Well, you know, I'll just quickly give my thoughts here. I thought the match was exactly what I thought it was going to be. I thought that Stacy, I've always said this, and I've said this for a long time. Stacy is incredibly underrated in the league. She has a great record. She has a great record, and shouldn't be overlooked. But no matter who they were going up against two of the all-time great Schmoedown competitors ever. When you're talking the Mount Rushmore of the Schmoedown, it could easily hold these two faces up there. You know, so I think just that buzzsaw was just too much for them. The overall live event, we all know people that were there. We all know people that showed up to it. So we're really, really happy. I love the fact that you know, that our next tag team match is going to be the debut of somebody we all know and love and respect.
Yeah,
Chance
Cobra,
Ellison.
baby.
We are cheering you on no matter what. You go for it, buddy. It's going to be great. My name has been Sandy the Sandman Robinson. I've been here with Malcolm and Hunter. Guys, let's get some quick plugs in there. Hunter, go first.
You guys can find me over at my YouTube channel at Film Nerd TV, where I am doing every single Schmoedown reaction from the Collider era. God, it's been a long week, but you guys can also find me here on Take 3 doing Ranking with Malcolm and the Schmoedown Summit, and of course some reactions. And you guys can find me pretty much anywhere where trivia is being held.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks for that, Hunter. Thanks for showing up today. Malcolm, Goldie Lay, my Take 3 brethren, where can the good kids find you on the net?
You can find me on Take 3 Productions, where I host Rankum, and the next episode is going to be top Simpsons characters. And you can also find me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Melkor.
Perfect. Awesome. I will not be on the next Rankum. Almost 3 hours of the last one was about as much as I could handle for a couple of weeks. It was definitely a lot of fun. Check out Rankum. It's going to be great. Once again, my name's been Sandy the Sandman Robinson. You can find me all over the interweb when we do trivia. You can find me as admin and acting commissioner of Full Metal Media. Next match is this coming up Monday. You can find me Worldwide Movie Games. We got a lot of stuff that's coming up in the next little while. And you can find me here at Take 3 doing reactions, doing late night with Take 3. And coming soon, Rhyme or Reason with me and Matt Kearns, where we talk about everything that you should like that you don't. It's going to be a lot of fun. Wait for that to come on. We're going to have a lot of good times with that one. But for me and for the rest of my panel and for Take 3, remember, Schmoedown/Patreon. Go down to the things, hit the link, go down there, become a Patreon, where it's going to be a great time. We're helping support something that we all love and we've all met because of this. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, as well as anything that Take 3 Worldwide Movie Games and Full Metal Trivia do. And also go check out our friends over at Multiplex Entertainment, because they are awesome as well. Thanks so much, guys, and we are out of here.